taking so much time to write. I have a very long list, but I'll just say a few words. Thank you so much for coming. Our children are our joy. Before I started this, I approached a few of the teachers. Mrs. Betty, she's the head teacher. She was so enthusiastic about teaching. She used to say, I can't wait to be in a classroom. She don't take me away from the classroom. Give me a class, she used to say. And I said, I am all about definitions. I said, no, you're a head teacher. They have to see you as one. And we had this whole long battle, and I said, yes, you can go in and teach some classes. And then the day of our opening, we invited the pastor, and she came here and told us the value of being a teacher. She explained to us how years after she's taught in the past, Pastor Wodia, people come up to her and say, Ma, you taught me so many years ago. And this is in children's church. She made me understand that when you're teaching, it goes beyond the classroom. You impact in that child. You make the child. You basically make an individual, a human being. And when these children came into my life, I don't think I'm ever the same. I love them from the depths of my heart. Every day I look for a way to impact them. Every day I want to do something good for them. You know. And a lot of children come by us. The good, I'm sorry to say, the bad. It's our role as parents, how your children. Now we only have 8 hours in the day. We will do our best. Every time we hear learning goes beyond a classroom. And that is why you see our logo is beyond the norm. So when children come in here, we do our best to teach them intellectually. But we don't forget the essential things in life. We don't forget obedience. We don't forget morals. And these are things that our society is slightly losing by the day. You see, today, the basic things that you and I know as truths are no longer regarded as truths. Simple things as being a man and a woman, people now have to go to a psychologist to figure out what that. It's very easy. Just look at your genitals, they would know, but people don't. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Society is very flawed. So many bloodlines. Very simple things are now regarded as bloodlines. You can't say certain things without fear of offending the next person. We picked up Western education. The internet is great. It has a lot to offer. You can check how to make a pancake on the internet. You can check how to make color. You can check how to make cocktails. But believe me, there's a way to make bombs on the internet. Every piece of information is on the internet. Like in life, there is a good side and there's a bad side. Everything has negative and positive end. So we expose our children to all this information and you leave them. But if you don't give them the right foundation, we will have all the issues that we have in society today. Now, I was checking on the internet a few days ago. I went into a meeting and they were talking about Americans and how a little child can tell you why he's an American. And I took the liberty and I went online to check about the ideals that build us as a country, Nigeria, and I couldn't find it. Now, for America, their dedicated websites, they have all the things that build the nation. But Nigerians don't have that. Some people say it's unity in diversity. Some people say, I read somewhere, I have a quote. It's basically about being a better person to even rule outside your country. It's not, I need to find it. It's a quote I found on a blog. Okay, it says, the closest thing I saw was a newspaper quote. Our founding fathers initiated ideas that were clear, coherent, and workable. They just wanted a nation that would care for our citizens and play leadership roles in Africa and elsewhere. Now, they want us to be better. How are we going to better? What is the thing that makes us unique? I went to school in London, for instance, and in London there's a bit of everyone. If you go down the road, there's someone from Spain, Italian, Russian, and what's very clear about all these people is from the accent, you know straight away where they're from. When you meet a Nigerian abroad, they don't even want to be identified as a Nigerian. You can't tell where they're from. The accent is different. If you watch some movies where they try to display Nigerian accents, you'll be like, why are they talking like that? That's not how we talk. But that's how they assume that we talk, because when we go out there, we do not represent ourselves and we are not proud of ourselves. And I think that we all have a role to play in making ourselves better, our country better. We always say that the children are the future. Now, the trainings for the children, it starts in your home. It starts with us. So I've taken it upon myself as an educator When children come to me, I look beyond teaching them A, B, and C, plus and minus. It's important to me, their mindset. Every child has a thing that they're good at. Your child may not be good at maths and English. They're probably good at writing. They're good at photography. So encourage your children. We are doing this, but we got 8 hours a day. Help us and let us make a better country. Now, this is not just for us, but this is for everyone, for how we want to be represented. It's a role that we all have to do. And I'm very grateful to God for the opportunity to one day impact my nation. I'm very proud of all our kids. We gave them there are very few of them. If you see, they keep repeating the same things. And I'm amazed that they haven't forgotten their lines. I'm amazed that they're doing so great. And very soon you all see their reports. I mean, they have a very good attitude to learning. Let's encourage them the best that we can. They're going to do you. I'm very Western. I'm not anti-Western in this. I'm not saying shun the internet. I'm not saying don't do the things that they do. What I'm saying is teach your children your language. If they're Igbo, let them speak Igbo. I see a lot of times when parents, when they come here, nobody asks me that, do you teach indigenous language? Everybody wanted to know if we teach French or we teach Spanish. It's very good to be internationally recognized, but it's also very good to know where you're from. It's very good to own your own, because they can never take that away from you. And when we pick up all these Western things and we won't apply them here, for instance, the things that matter to them, their issues are not our issues. So let's check out our own issues and fix them. I can go on and on and on and on and on, but I really want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to raise your children. My staff and I are doing the best that we can, and we're grateful to God for the opportunity. Thank you so much.